Hello, my name is Amy Bramlett Turner, and I'm the director of Hot Springs Dance Troupe. And more than that, I am just so thankful. Thank you so much for coming tonight, for believing in this troupe, in this program. I'm thankful to the ILA Foundation for bringing all these amazing musicians, for Mary Zunick and the Hot Springs Area Cultural Alliance for making this collaborative project happen. For my Hot Springs Dance Troupe committee, led by the fearless and the queen of all the things, Miss Dorothy Morris. Thank you so much. Yes. I'm just so thankful. So I'm here to just tell you all the things I'm thankful for. I'm also thankful for Miss Christy and Kevin Day and the Pocket Theater for lending us their space. Please, yes. They make magic here. So if this is your first time here, I hope it won't be your last, because they are making magic all the time. So please come back and see them. They are wonderful community partners, and we're just so grateful to use their space tonight. What else? I made myself a checklist. To all of my Hot Springs School District employees who graciously worked the front for me, Miss Shannon and Miranda Jeffreyon, they're in the bar area, and Miss Sherry Mertz, Alexis Pritch, who's my right arm. She's our other dance teacher at Hot Springs Junior Academy, and of course Miss Tracy Cooper. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much, and Miss Kim Everhart and her volunteers from the Arts in the Park committees. Thank you, thank you. So if you haven't been part of Arts in the Park before, I hope that this is not your last event that you attend. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about our dance program a little bit. I teach 7th through 12th grade. I teach the NYP dance 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I direct our Hot Springs Dance Troupe and also IB Dance, while Miss Alexis Pritch teaches our regular 7th and 8th grade classes. We have about 160 kids in our program. We have a lot of exciting things happening, including a new boys dance class that just started this year, and that's going to get bigger and better every year. And we're starting that at 7th and 8th grade. I don't know if you saw our gentleman dancer, but that is Mr. Raymond Jordan. He's also a Trojan football player and basketball player, so he does all the things, and we're very grateful for him and all of our multidisciplinary students. And then we do this thing called Troop, and so the Troop started in 2015. When I found this, it was my second year teaching dance, and I had a group of students that were in 8th grade, and they just loved dance, and I was just driven to give them a group. So we practiced once a week on Fridays, because that's the only time they could all meet, and we went to perform at a fundraiser event in Little Rock called Dancing into Dreamland. And if you haven't been to that event, it is very magical. It's in Little Rock, and they raise money for the Dreamland Ballroom. So I believe Mr. Richard Davis and his wife are here as well. So if you haven't been to that, please check it out. It's amazing. They were recently hit by that tornado that went through. So if you see anything for them, lend them your hearts, your prayers, your financial means, because I know that they're looking for new spaces. But so that was in 2015 in November, and that is when our troupe began. And I didn't realize that it would soon take over my life, because I just fell in love with them so deeply and furiously. And they followed me, and they trusted me, and thank God. If you are a parent of a troupe member, bless you. I'm so sorry for all the messages in the schedules, but thank you for giving me your students, your dancers, and I'm just so grateful. So those dancers, after Dancing into Dreamland, I posted it on Facebook, and they were seen by Glenda Brown and her daughter, who is a director of what was then called Young Ton Summer, but now it's called Stars of Tomorrow International. And that is a pre-professional to professional level tour that takes students to Austria, Germany, and Italy to perform every summer. So it costs about $5,000 a dancer. And they said, Amy, bring your kids, they're fabulous. And I said, Glenda, thank you, but what? I teach at a public school. Like, no way. So I said, you're going to have to give me a little bit, because they need training and technique and discipline and etiquette and money. So, like, you're going to have to give me a minute. So we embarked on that. And so I met with the parents, and they said, we'll do it if you do it. And I said, okay, well, let's try to do this. And I, met with the school board and my administrators, and they said, okay, I guess we'll give you a class for that. And I said, okay, great. So that began our mission to go to Europe in 2018. And we did. We took, I believe 13 dancers and a manager to Europe, and that was in 2018. And I didn't know in that moment that when I got home on July 1st, that on July 2nd, I would be starting for the next generation. But I was quickly inspired and just in awe that there were more parents willing to let me take their kids across the world to dance. So we went again, and we were supposed to go in 2021. Of course, COVID put a hold on all of that, so we went in 2022. And that group, I had 2 dancers come back from college, y'all. And for dancers to come back from college who are dancing in college, to come and dance with their high school teacher and, their fellow dancers, that was a moment where I was not ready for that. And all the meanwhile, of course, I had 2 children, and so they came with, right? So that it's been an exciting adventure, and I'm in complete awe every time I wake up and think we're raising money to take another generation of dancers to Europe. So I'm just in awe. So thank you to every one of you who came tonight. Thank you for sharing things on Instagram and Facebook, and just for your support and love. It truly means the world. I do have to, there's one thing I didn't tell you. There was one dance not performed earlier. It was State of Hunger by Katie Plummer. She is one of the twins that's in our troupe, and she is really sick. And she said, Miss B, I can make it through all the dances, but can I not do my solo? And I said, yes, ma'am, that's okay. Because she has tonsillitis and another itis. She's not contagious, but she's just very sick. So that's why you didn't see State of Hunger. But the other student choreography works that you're seeing are all inspired by organizations who work to make a difference in our world. So I do have to say on paper and out loud that these dances don't reflect the views of Hot Springs School District, but they do reflect the academic and artistic expressions of our students. So just enjoy them, and they're not any of our district views, but they are the student views, and they were their ideas, their concepts. They are in charge of their costumes and the whole choreography process, and that's a huge part of our curriculum. And so we have some more student choreography works coming up in the second act, but I just wanted to say that out loud to y'all so that you'd realize that they were all inspired by organizations, local and global, and that they worked with their mission statements and to create all the choreography, all the movement motifs, and the lighting choices, all of that. Because we are a student-led program and we work in the arts to make sure all students have different kinds of opportunities, we have students working this show tonight. So we have 2 of my dance managers backstage, Miss Victoria Plummer and Anela Hogan. And then we have Miss Lydia Godwin on lights, and she is going on a full ride and getting paid for it to the University of Arkansas at Pulaski Tech, right? So that you can work in Charts, which is the most high-tech theater in Arkansas. So she'll be going there. She's our lighting designer tonight and every night. We're gonna miss her next year. And then we have Miss Anani Coleman, who is all of an 8th grader working our music. So when I tell you that we try to train and give these students opportunities at Hot Springs School District within our arts programs, we truly do. So I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. We're gonna take like a 10-minute intermission, so please go get those refreshments. They're all by donation, and then come back and see us in about 10 minutes for the second half, okay? Thank you so much.